Welcome to the NFL Sunday Football Edition. My name is Abby. Again, this is the second video that we're doing. This is the remainder and the rest of the games for the NFL for Saturday, December 27th. We're doing this for the Sunday Football Edition. Again, as you know by now, as I mentioned before, the shorter version is covers.com. Line moves, totals in the intro report. Again, this is covers.com. Again, this is the shorter version. The longer version is oddslogic.com. This basically covers the line moves, totals, and the intro report. That's oddslogic.com. That's on oddslogic.com. This is more of the extended version of the line moves, totals, and the intro report. Covers all professional sports leagues. It's a game changer. Take advantage of it. It's in the description below. Oddslogic.com. Get on board and take advantage of it during this busy sports season for all professional sports leagues. So we'll get to it right now. First Sunday game for the 1 p.m. Card kicks off with Jacksonville and Indianapolis. We'll go to this one now. This one here, the opening number here was at, let's see, it opened up -6.5 Jacksonville in Indianapolis. That was the opening number. It dropped by a full point to where it's at now at 5.5. Total opened up at 45. The total has gone up. So the spread has gone down by a point, but the total's gone up by 3.5 points to 48.5. That's where it sits right now. We are going to take a look at the injury report, and we'll start off on the Indianapolis side for the Colts. So for the Indianapolis Colts, we do have here. Let's give me a sec. I had it right here. It was bear with me for a second, guys. We had the information here. All right. So for the Colts, we do have Sauce Gardner. He will be available. He's going to be playing in this game. This is an important game, so he's going to be playing for the Colts. He had leg issues, but he's going to be playing. He's upgraded. However, DeFrost Buckner, defensive tackle, is out for the season with a neck injury. Anthony Richardson is ruled out. He has eye issues, had an eye injury, I guess, and he's out. He's out for this game. Dalton Tucker, guard, has a shoulder issue, but he's questionable to play. He's 50-50. Andre Ogletree, tight end, has a neck issue. He is questionable to play Sunday, 50-50. JT Tumanolu, defensive end, has an oblique. He is questionable to play this Sunday, 50-50. We do have Bernard Raymond, tackle, has a knee issue. He is questionable to play this Sunday. He's 50-50. Anthony Gold, wide receiver, is questionable to play this Sunday, foot injury, but he's questionable, 50-50. Tamir Bortolini. So Tanir Bortolini has a concussion. He's the center, but he is questionable, so he might see some time in this game. So that's the injury report for Indianapolis. On the Jacksonville side for the Jaguars, not much of an injury report. We just have 3 guys who are questionable, starting with Patrick Makari, offensive lineman. He has back issues. Bashul Tutin, running back, he has a finger injury, so he is questionable as well. And Chuna Egdoga, offensive lineman, has a calf issue. He is questionable to play in this game. So that's the injury report for this game. We are going to go where the public and sharps are for this game right now. I'll tell you where that's at. So right now, the public is all over Jacksonville in this game. They're on the Jaguars. And for the total, it's over money. So a lot of over money and Jaguar money on this game. So that's what we're seeing so far. Let's take another look here at another book. Same thing, Jaguar money and over money. So that's the consensus for this game. My thoughts are I don't have a client play on this game, but my recommended play for this game, what I would recommend in this one, for me, let's see here. So I might make this a client play, there's a chance I might make this a client play. I'm not sure, but if I do, you'll get it here first. It is a recommended play. And I would recommend the over. I'd recommend the over. So dating back to October 16, 2022, head-to-head, both of these teams have gone over the total. This is incredible. 6 straight times, 6 straight overs head-to-head between these two teams. This includes the first meeting of the season. This is about 3 weeks ago. On December 7th, they went over the total. It was 45. It was at 45. That was the over-under, 45, and it went over 36-19. So it went over the total. So I expect this game to go over as well. I like the over here. And another thing, too, the total has gone up by 4 points. Remember, in the first game, it closed at 45. Now this one's at 48.5. So it's up by 3.5, 4 points. So that's another indicator that we're going to see a lot of points in this game. So I have not made it a client play as yet. I might. And if I do, like I said, you got to hear first. And I would take the over in this game. Over 48.5. I like that a lot. And I agree with the public on this one. So that's my play on that. I don't have a play on the side. I would here. Let me see here. Let me take a look at the side for a second. Let's see. Jags have won 6 straight games. They've won 6 straight. And they've covered 3 as a favorite. They've covered 3 as a favorite, but they won 6 in a row. Indianapolis with Philip Rivers. They lost the second game with Philip Rivers. But they've lost 5 straight. Yeah, I'm not going to touch this. I'll leave the side alone, but I like the over in this game. I'm going to go with the over. Like I said, might be a client play. We'll see. But if it is a client play, you got it first. If it is, so we're going to go from that, and we're going to go to the player props in this game. We're going to take a look at that right now. Let's see here. Give you the best player props for this one. Let's see. Let's see here. We like Trevor Lawrence over 1.5 TDs. That's pretty. He's capable of getting that. So I like that there. Trevor Lawrence 1.5 TDs. Receiving props. I like Jacoby Myers for the Jaguars over 4.5 receptions. He's a focal point for this team. Him and Michael Pittman Jr. over 4.5 receptions as well. I like both of those guys. So I like them to have a big game. On the Colts side, I would look at this one's tough. I don't know who I take on the Colts for receptions. I'm not sure about that. The best bet probably Michael Pittman Jr. over 4.5 receptions. That's one I would take a look at. Michael Pittman Jr. That's probably the best one. Now for receiving yards, I would look at Pittman Jr. 44.5 receiving yards. I like that one there. That's a good one. Jaguars, Jacoby Myers, 59.5 receiving yards. And I like Brian Thomas over 46.5 receiving yards. I like the overs in all 3 of those guys, all 3 of those players. So rushing props, we're going to look at here. Mr. Jonathan Taylor over 19.5 rushing attempts. So if Indianapolis is going to have a chance in this game, they got to feed the ball to Jonathan Taylor, make him get a lot of touches to keep Indy in this game. So I like that a lot. Like Jonathan Taylor over 75.5 rushing yards. So I like that one there. That's a good one. And for Jacksonville, Trevor Lawrence over 17.5 rushing yards as well. I like him to get on the move, make plays happen out of the pocket with his feet, and get a lot of yards. I like Trevor Lawrence there. That's pretty much it for this game. That's my thoughts in this game. So we're done with the Jaguars-Colts game. Nothing else to add to this. Nothing else. Next game we're going to look at, I have a climb play for this game here. This is the second game we have. Baltimore and Green Bay. That's the second game we have here. Baltimore and Green Bay. We'll take a look at that. Now, I think I should be on this list. Oh, there's okay, we got it right here. Actually, give me one moment, guys. Sorry about that. Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know what's going on. Just give me one moment, guys. Sorry about this. We're gonna get to that Baltimore game in a moment. Just give me a moment, guys. We'll get to that Baltimore game in a second. We're gonna get to that Baltimore game. Okay, here it is. Baltimore, and we had it here. Baltimore and Packers. We had it right here. Just give me a moment. I'll have to type it in. We'll get to that in a moment. Sorry, guys. Just give me a moment. I have to get to that. I know I put it in here. We'll get to that in a moment. While we're waiting, guys, let's hit the like and subscribe button. Just hit the like and subscribe. We'll get to that in a moment. But hit the like and subscribe for more of these picks and plays. All right, so Baltimore and Green Bay. We'll get to that now. Give me a moment. I know I had that there. Just brace me for a moment, guys. Sorry about this. Oh, you had this thing right here. And right here. I don't know what's going on. Just give me a moment. Okay, so Baltimore, Green Bay, we got it here. All right, so it's finally up in the system now. So Baltimore, Green Bay. That's the second game we're going to look at now. So this one here opened up. I have a climb play for this game as well. I'll give you my thoughts on this one. Baltimore, Green Bay. Let's see if I can get that. I know I had it here. Baltimore, Green Bay. Okay, so it's at -3. Open up minus. No, I'm Baltimore, Green Bay. Sorry about that, guy. I did the wrong thing. I'm mixing up the Saturday games with the Sunday games. Sorry about that. We covered this one already. It should be Tampa Bay, Miami. I apologize. Sorry about that. We covered that game in the other video. My apologies. Sorry about that, guys. It's Tampa Bay and Miami. Sorry about that. I apologize. So Tampa Bay and Miami. So this one opened up here 4.5. So Tampa Bay 4.5. The total 37.5. And right now that was the opening number for the side and the total. So it went up by about 7 points to 44.5. And the total and the side has gone up to 5.5. We are starting to see some sixes come up on the board. We're starting to see sixes come up on the board. but it's mainly 5.5 right now. So that's where we stand on that game for Tampa Bay and Miami. And we are going to get to the injury report for this one. We'll get to the injury report now. Dolphins injury report here, very short and sweet, not too much of an injury report. Mika Fitzpatrick, safety, is out Sunday versus Tampa. That's the only major injury for Miami. Tampa Bay, their injury report short and sweet as well. Tristan Wirfs' toe is out Sunday at Miami. He's a tackle. Anthony Nelson, linebacker, will not play because he has knee issues. And that's it for this game. Nothing else for the injury report. Very short and sweet. I don't have much to say about this game at all, really. Miami's out of the playoffs. They're not playing for anything. I think Tampa, they are out as well. I don't think they're in the. I believe they might be out. I'm not sure, but I don't really have much to say about this game, really. Nothing much to add in this game, really, to say. I would look at. Let me see here. Let me take a look here for a moment. Actually, I gotta tell you guys, we're gonna have to go. We're gonna go to where the public and sharps are for this game. I forgot to mention that public and sharps for this game. Forgot to mention where the public and sharps are for this game. Gotta let you know that now. Forgot to mention that. Public is basically all over Tampa, and they're on the over. They're on the over in this game, and they're on Tampa. Let's see, Tampa's lost four out of their last 5 games, so they're kind of spiraling out of control. Miami, they have lost last 5, 3 and 2 their last 5 games, but they've lost 2 straight. Now, for me, if Tampa wants to end their winning streak, if they want to end their losing streak, this is probably the best team to do it. This is probably the best team to do it against. So I would lean towards Tampa Bay and the 5.5. I think they get right here and get a victory. Miami, like I said, they can't be trusted. So again, I got to take Tampa here. This is like the Battle of Florida. So this is probably the best spot for Tampa Bay to get right and to get a win here. I take Tampa Bay, and it's just a lean. I lean 5.5 Tampa because, like I said, I don't trust Miami. I don't trust them right now. So Tampa will be the play. This is the battle of the Sunshine State, Battle of Florida. So it's Tampa or nothing. Not my favorite. Not my favorite play, or not my favorite game to bet this particular game. But like I said, that's the recommendation I would give you guys. Now, props. I don't have anything on the props really. Let's see here. Probably look at Baker Mayfield, 1.5 TDs. I'd say that. Receiving yards, or receiving player receptions. Excuse me, player receptions. I look at. I have nothing here really. Nothing really here. Maybe Cade Otton is a good one, over 2.5 receptions. I take a look at that. Chris Godwin, 3.5 receptions. I have really nothing here. Rushing props. I got nothing. Let me see. Guess Bucky Irving, 15.5 rushing attempts is a good one. Look at that. Bucky Irving over 61.5 rushing yards. I look at that. Baker Mayfield over 15.5 rushing yards. 50 over 15.5 rushing yards. Baker Mayfield. That's it for this game. Nothing else to add to this. Pretty short, sweet, and simple. Tampa Bay as a lean, 5.5. And that's it. So I have nothing else here. And I gave you the player props already. So we're going to move on from this game, and we're going to go to the third game here. Pittsburgh and Cleveland. I have a client play for this game, but I'll give you my recommended play for this one here, what I recommend. First off, Pittsburgh opened up as a 4.5-point favorite, total 34.5. That line's dropped now to -3. It's basically pretty much -3 across the board. Total's gone from 34.5 to 30. I'm seeing a 33.5, but we're starting to see 33.5, but it's mainly 34 across the board. I'd say that. So 34.5. Actually, let me see that. It's 34.5. Excuse me. Let me put that in there. I gotta fix that. It's 34.5. We're seeing that right now. Let me fix that. Like I said, we are seeing 33s on some books, but mainly 34. So we're gonna check the injury report for this game now, just to give you guys a heads up for the injuries. Let's see. We'll look at the Cleveland side. There's a lot of them here. A lot of questionables in this game. Harold Fannin, tight end groin injury, questionable to play 50-50. Quishon Judkins, running back, is out for the season. Wyatt Teller, guard, has an ankle issue. He is 50-50, questionable for this game. Dylan Sampson, running back, calf, questionable to play Sunday. Jack Conklin, out with a concussion, a tackle. This is the tackle for Cleveland. We do have, David Ngoku out Sunday for this game with a knee issue. He's not going to be playing. That's pretty much it for the Cleveland side. Nothing else for the injury report there. Pittsburgh side, we have Nick Herbig, linebacker, is upgraded to available. He had hamstring issues, but will be available for this game. Jalen Ramsey, cornerback, has an illness. He is questionable to play in this game, 50-50. TJ Watt still out with a lung issue. He's not playing in this game. DJ Metcalf is suspended. He'll be out for this game as well. James Pierce has a calf issue, questionable to play Sunday at Cleveland, 50-50. Isaac Cirillo Malo. He's a guard with triceps, questionable to play Sunday in this game as well. Brandon Eccles, cornerback, groin. He is also questionable, 50-50. So that's pretty much it. That's the laundry list of injuries for both teams. Now we're going to go to where the public and sharps are in this game. That's Pittsburgh and Cleveland. Let's see. Public all over Pittsburgh, and actually, I take that back. Pittsburgh was getting early money. Cleveland was getting early money in this game, and all of a sudden Pittsburgh came in and they're getting the money coming on the Steelers. So therefore, this is a bit of resistance on the side. On the total, we have the over. Predominantly a lot of over money coming in on this game. So for me in this game, I'm going to look at I'm going to take a look. Let's see here. I already have a client play for this game, so I'll give you a recommended play. And I'm going to look at the under. I like the under in this game, under 34.5. Like I said, it's dropping to 33 at some books. So that's a good indication of the under right there. I do like the under a lot. This is the rematch in this game. First meeting of the series, it was 23-9. It ended up going under 38.5. That was in the first meeting back in October. That was 2 months ago. Now we're in the rematch where the total's gone from 38.5 to the rematch at 34.5. So that's a great indication of an under. And I would recommend that play to you guys. So I would take the under in this game. That's my play for that. Nothing else for this game. That's it. I have nothing on the side for the recommended play. We are going to look at the player props for this game. Take a look at the player props in this one. Player props in this game. We'll take a look. We have. I'm going to take Shedeur Sanders. I think he'll get a touchdown in this game. I'll say he'll get one touchdown. So I like Shedeur Sanders there. I think he can get it. I think he gets a touchdown here. Let's look at the. Let's see what else we got here for the props. Actually, you know what? There's nothing really here for the props. Just the player props for the passing yards. Only the passing yards are available. Nothing else for the receiving yards or anything like that. So I'm not seeing anything here. I don't see nothing here. I'm not sure why they don't have I'm not sure why they don't have the receiving yards and the rushing yards. I'm not sure why that is. Very, very unusual. But I'm using the FanDuel. I'm going through the FanDuel account. I have FanDuel, so I'm using FanDuel. And I'm not seeing anything here. Very strange. But that's all. That's my play. That's my thoughts on that game for Cleveland and Pittsburgh. Nothing else to add for this one. That's pretty much it for that game. Now we're going to get to the next game right now. We will get to the next game. And the next game is, we'll get to that now. New England and the Jets. I have nothing for this game at all. This is pretty much a meaningless game, in my opinion. Yeah, this is a meaningless game. I'm not seeing anything here. But we will talk about that game. So we'll get to that now. It's New England and Jets. This one opened up here. Let's see. This one is opened up at -9. Open up -9. Total 42.5. Total is now up to 43. You're seeing 43s across the board. And the spread's gone to 13.5 across the board. So that's pretty much it. New England's already in the playoffs. They're already in. Remember, they won. They beat Baltimore on Sunday Night Football. So they're already in the playoffs already. They're already in. They're in there. So nothing else to say about. Nothing else to really say about this game. But we'll go through it. We'll go through the injury report and let you know, just in case you guys are interested. So we'll get to that now. Let's see. Just give me a moment. We'll get to that. Let's see. Let's see here. So just give me a moment, guys. Let me pull this up. Just give me a moment. We're going to pull this up here. All right, so the Jets and New England. We'll look at that now. So first, we're going to take a look at the Jets, the situation with the Jets. We'll take a look at that now for the injury report, if you guys are interested, in case you guys are interested. So the Jets injury report is like follows. We got Mason Taylor, tight end. He has a neck issue, so he is not going to be playing in this game. Will McDonald, defensive lineman, is out Sunday. Didn't say why, but he's out. Brady Cook, it will be the starting quarterback for the Jets in this game versus New England. So he'll be playing. That's a rookie quarterback. Jay Tuffley, defensive lineman, is questionable with a foot injury. Justin Fields is also questionable for this game. He has a knee issue, but he'll be the backup if he does play. He'll be the backup. And that's it for this game. For New England, we have not much of an injury report. Keyshawn Boutte is a concussion. He has a concussion. He's a wide receiver. He's out for this game. Mario Douglas, wide receiver, has a hamstring issue. He is questionable to play 50-50. Travion Henderson has a head injury, running back for New England. He is 50-50, questionable to play in this game. I would even play Travion Henderson because this game is meaningless because New England's already in the playoffs. So I would just rest him. I wouldn't even play him. That's my opinion on that. I would not even play him. Kyrus Tunga, defensive lineman, foot injury. He is questionable to play in this game, 50-50. Joshua Farmer, hamstring, is questionable to play in this game, 50-50. Morgan Moses, tackle, knee injury. He is also questionable, 50-50 as well in this game. So, like I mentioned before, I really don't have any thoughts about the side or total. I don't have anything on this at all. I got nothing on this game. I might even go through the player props because I have nothing here. So I'm not even gonna go through that. Let's take a look at something. Let me look at something here. The first meeting went under, was under 42 and a half, 27-14, but now it's gone up now to 43 and a half. This is in the second meeting. Let's look here. Let me take a look. I would lean, let's see here. Let me take a look carefully. I'll give you a total, that's it. Because I'm not playing the side at all. But I would lean towards let's see. Let me take a look. Let me look at the first half to see what's going on in the first half. Take a look at that. I'm going to take the under. I'll say the under in the first half. Under in the first half, I'm going to say. It's at 22 and a half. That's at FanDuel. That's the FanDuel line. 22 and a half. I'm going to say under in the first half. When these two teams played it in last month, the first half, these guys scored 21 points combined in the first half. So I look for something similar in the rematch in New York. So I like the under in the first half, under 22 and a half. I'm going to go with that. Like I said, it'll be kind of similar to the first meeting. Very slow, methodical. Not a lot going on offensively, especially with a quarterback and a new quarterback, Brady Cook. He's a rookie quarterback. I'm not really expecting much at all from him. So like I said, the Jets will try to condense the playbook for Brady Cook. Simplify the playbook, make it simple and easy. So I'm not expecting much. So I like from that standpoint, and with New England not playing for anything because they're already in the playoffs. I believe they've won the division as well. I believe they won the division. I believe, and Buffalo's in the wild card seat. So yeah, I would just take the under. I say under in the first half. I'm gonna put it like that. Under first half. That's the way I see that. Nothing. Like I said, player props. I'm not doing the player props because this is meaningless. Game's meaningless. A lot of meaningless games here. Another meaningless game is New Orleans and Tennessee. I have nothing for this one as well, but we'll get to that next. We'll get to that here. Both teams out of the playoffs, not playing for anything. So this one here opened up. Let's see. Let's get to that now. Let's see here. Just give me a second, guys. We're trying to pull up the odds logic screen to get the information. Just give me a moment. So this one opened up -2, total 39 and a half. We're seeing it went up by half a point to 2.5. We're seeing 2.5 right now. And it's at 39.5, from 39 to 39.5. So both the side and the total, they both went up by about half a point. So just to put it to you, just to put it to you that in that manner, it went up by about half a point, I'd say. So the injury report here for this game, just in case you guys are interested, for New Orleans and Tennessee. Alvin Kamara is out Sunday at Tennessee. He has an ankle issue. He's not going to be playing. Brian Breesy, defensive tackle, knee, questionable to play Sunday. Cesar Ruiz, ankle, is also questionable to play. He's a center. Asim Richards, tackle, ankle, he's also questionable to play. And that's pretty much it for this game. Devin Neal, hamstring, is on the IR. Devon Vele, wide receiver, is on the IR as well with a shoulder injury. On the Tennessee side for the Titans, Marcus Harris, cornerback, out for the season. Calvin Ridley out for the season with a fibula. And that's pretty much it. Public and sharps for this game, if you guys are interested. Let's see. Public all over the over in this game, and a bit of resistance on the side with Tennessee and New Orleans. Now, if I had to play this game here, if I have to give you a recommended play, these are two teams that aren't going anywhere, and when you got two shitty teams, I'm not expecting much. So I would say, if I have to look at this, let's see. I would take the first half under. First half under 20.5. These are two teams that are going to struggle offensively. So I'm not really expecting much, especially early on in the early stages. So I would look at the first half under at least. Slow start, defenses, a bit of a grind defensive battle. So I look at the first half under 20.5. Shop around for the best number, but that's what I would recommend to you guys. Nothing else for this game. Nothing on the side, and no player props, because this is one of my least favorite games again. All right, so we're going to move on from that, and we're going to take a look at Seattle and Carolina. There is a client play for this game, and I will give you my recommended play. Now, Seattle, Carolina. We see here Seattle, Carolina. This one opened up at, opening number is 7.5, and the total 42.5. This one now is gone down to 7, so drop again by about half a point. Not that much movement on this game, but it dropped by half a point. And the total for this game, 42.5. It went up by half a point to 43.5. So once again, these games, this is another game too where the side hasn't moved much. It's gone up, it went down by half a point, and the total went up by half a point. So that's pretty much where we stand on this game. I have a client play for this game. And we're going to get to the injury report as well for this game. It's Seattle and Carolina. So Carolina first. They're probably one of the healthiest teams in the NFL. No injuries at all. They're pretty healthy at this time, which is good at this time of year. And for Seattle, Charles Cross, hamstring, is out. He's a tackle. Kobe Bryant, safety, knee, out Sunday at Carolina. Derek Hall, linebacker, is dealing with a suspension, so he's not playing in this game. Tariq Woolen, cornerback, is questionable for this game. That's for Seattle. And that's pretty much it for this game. Now I already have a client play for this game, like I said. But my thoughts for this game, for a recommended play, I would look at, let's see. Seattle's won 5 straight games. They've won 5, and they only covered once in the five meetings. 5 straight, but they've only covered once. That was at Atlanta. They blasted Atlanta. Carolina, they flip-flop wins and losses. So my thoughts on this, my pick on this game. Let's see. Let's see here. I'm looking at some first halves. Let me take a look at the first half. I'm taking a look at that now. So we're taking a look at the first half in this one. So first half here. I'm going to take Carolina in the first half. I like Carolina plus 4.5. Plus 4.5 Carolina in the first half. Carolina's been playing pretty well. You know, they're one of the surprisingest teams in the NFL, and they're proving that their season hasn't been a fluke. They're actually playing well. They've come a long way. They've done like a 360, and they're surprising a lot of teams. And at least early on, I believe they give Seattle a bit of a battle early, especially early on in this game. So I'm gonna take at least Carolina in the first half. I like him in this spot. So yeah, I'm gonna take Carolina here. I trust him in this spot here. Yeah, I'd take Carolina at least. That's probably the play I'm gonna go with. Like I said, Carolina's at home. They're a live home dog. They've done very well as a home dog. They played pretty well as a home dog. They did cover. They did cover the Rams as a home dog. Remember, they were 10.5 and they went outright. So they played well as a home dog. They've done pretty well. They covered at Green Bay as a 13.5 point underdog. So they've proven that they can that they can play. They've proven that I know they had one bad game against Buffalo, but they've turned it around. They've done well. They've covered some big games as an underdog, and I trust them here at home. I like him here at home, at least in the first half. So take him in the first half plus 4.5. At least give Seattle a bit of a scare and keep it competitive. I like him in the first half here. Might make this a client play, not sure yet. I'm not sure, but yeah, I like Carolina in the first half plus 4.5. I would take him. We'll go to the player props now. Take a look at the player props. Let's see. We're going to look at the passing props. We'll look at. I like Bryce Young over 193.5 passing yards. I'm going to take Bryce Young. I think he can hit it. He's got a chance. I think he can do it. So we'll take Bryce Young over 193.5 passing yards. I know the Seattle defense has been playing well, but I think Bryce Young. I think he can get over this. Somehow he can get over this number. I really think he can get it. Yeah, I would take that. Receiving yards. We'll look at the receiving player receptions first. Player receptions. We're going to look at on the Seattle side. We'll look at Cooper Kupp over 2.5 receptions. Carolina side, we're looking at Teti Roa McMillan over 4.5 receptions. We like that one. And on the Seattle side, I'd say, that's pretty much it for the receptions on the Seattle side. Now, receiving yards, I would go at Jalen Coker over 35.5 receiving yards. I like that one. And I look at Teti Roa McMillan over 53.5 receiving yards. I like that one there. That's for Carolina. Seattle side, I would take Cooper Kupp over 31.5 receiving yards. AJ Barner, 31.5 receiving yards. I know a lot of people are going to take Jackson Smith Nagigba. I wouldn't talk you off of that, but not one of my favorite props, but I wouldn't talk you off of taking that over if you want. 88.5 at FanDuel. So that's it there. Now for the rushing yards, rushing props, we're looking at Kenneth Walker III, rushing attempts over 11.5 rushing attempts. We like that one. Rico Dowell, I like that a lot. Over 13.5 rushing attempts, like that one there. Rushing yards, I would say Rico Dowell over 46.5 rushing yards. Kenneth Walker III over 50.5 rushing yards. I like both of those. That's pretty much it for this game. Nothing else to add to this game. That's it. I have nothing else to add for this one. So we're pretty much covered the Seattle game. That one's covered. Next one we have is Arizona and Cincinnati. I do have a play on this one. Got a play on this one here. Arizona, Cincinnati. This one here, we'll get the opening number here. Both teams are out of the playoffs, but I do have a play on this one here that I like. Let's get to this one now. Where the number opened up. This one opened up my 5.5. Cincinnati 5.5, total 50.5. And now it's gone to 7 across the board, and 53 across the board right now. So it's gone up by 3.5 points, this total, and the spread's gone up by about 1.5 points. Gone up by about 1.5. We'll say that. Yep. Now we're gonna get the injury report in this game. No player props in this game at all. I have no player props that I like. I do have a play. I have a recommended play on the side, but nothing on the player props here. Arizona here. We got Budda Baker. He has a concussion. He is out for this game. Garrett Williams out for the season. Walker Noline, defensive tackle, questionable for this game with the leg injury. Paris Johnson Jr., offensive lineman, knee, questionable for this game. A lot of questionables in this game. They're both a lot of 50-50s. Max Melton, cornerback, ankle, is questionable for this game as well, 50-50. Jalen Thompson, safety, knee, questionable to play in this game as well. Darren Hall, knee, safety, questionable to play in this game. Evan Brown, offensive lineman, has head issues, is questionable to play in this game, 50-50. Let's see. That's pretty much it. Nothing else here to add. Now we're going to go to the Cincinnati side for the Bengals. And not much they have no injuries at all. They're pretty healthy. They're pretty healthy. No injuries at all for them. But my recommended play for this game, guys, that I would go with, I have nothing on the player prop because both teams are out of the playoffs. Who knows who's going to show up for what? But or who knows which player is going to show up. So I have nothing for the player props. But I would look at the over. I take the over in this game. These guys ain't playing for nothing. Expect a lot of offense. Defenses ain't going to show up. So I like the over. Yeah, I think the over, and I'm going to take Cincinnati in the first half. Arizona's been terrible. They've been awful all year. They've been really bad. But I like Cincinnati in the first half here. I like the Bengals here in the first half at home. To me, Arizona, they're the kind of team that's waiting for the season to be over with. They don't want to play any more football. You can see the way they're playing the last few weeks. Like their minds pretty much elsewhere. They're not really focused on football. So I would take Cincinnati at least in the first half at 4.5. Definitely take them to definitely take a look at that. That's my recommended play for this game. First half Cincinnati 4.5, lay the points, and take the over. Like the over in this game, 53.5. Take the over. This one here is another game that's that has zero interest in me. That's the Giants and Las Vegas. There's no interest in this game at all. We'll get to that game now. Let's see if we can find it here. Giants in Las Vegas. Yep. So this will open opening number here. Nothing to add to this at all, but I'll give you the injury report if you guys are interested for fantasy football leagues, or for the if you're interested for the player props. I'll give you a play on that. Just give me a moment. First, we'll get to the line movement where the lines open up. To that now. So this one opened up at 2.5. 2.5 Giants. Total 42.5. This one's still at 2.5. It hasn't really done anything. It hasn't really moved. And the total's at 42, but it's come down to 41. It's currently 41 right now. I even saw a 40. I just saw a 40 at one of the books, but mainly 41.5 right now. Yes, we will get to the injury report for the Giants. We're going to get to that now. We got John Michael Schmidt, a center, has a hand injury. He is questionable. Andrew Thomas, tackle, hamstring, is questionable as well to play, 50-50. And that's pretty much it for this game. Go to the Jets. I'm sorry, not the Jets. Sorry, Las Vegas. Excuse me. Go to Las Vegas. Max Crosby out for the season. Jeremy Chim, knee out for the season. Brock Bowers out for the season. Tight end with knee issue. That's it. That's it for this game. So for this game, if you're interested, for the public and sharps are public all over the Giants, and they're on the under. And I agree. I would recommend. This is just a recommendation. I'd recommend the under as well. This is two bad offensive teams. They're not showing much, in my opinion. So I would recommend the under. Definitely look at the under. And let me see here. Or better yet, what you can do, take the under 41.5, or what you can do, take the under 20.5 first half. That's another thing you can do as well. So you got two plays. Under in the first half, 20.5, under 41.5. Giants, Las Vegas. Nothing else to add. Says that's it. There's nothing else here. Player props, nothing there. Because the reason why I'm not doing the player props for this game, because I'm not sure which guy's going to show up, which guys want to play, who's motivated. Because these are two crappy teams that are out of the playoffs. So that's why I'm not doing the player props for this game. Next game, we're going to go here. We're going to go to Philadelphia and Buffalo. Take a look at that now. We'll see where the public and sharps are for this game. Take a look at that here. Take a look at that. Let's see. And don't forget, guys, hit the like and subscribe button for more of these recommended picks and plays. Philadelphia, Buffalo. Open up -3 Buffalo. Total 44.5. I have 44.9. I didn't even see that. I put 44.9 by mistake. Hold on. Should be 44.5. I made a mistake there. Apologize, guys. All right, so 44.5. Oh God, hold on a second. Sorry about that. I had the thing here. Oh Lord, hold on. Sorry. Give me a moment. Sorry about that, guys. We had the thing right here and we lost it. So it's 44.5. Let's see. So -3 is now down to 1.5 this game. That's where it's at now. I have a client play for this game as well. So -3 down to 1.5. Total 44.5. It's down to 40. It was 44.5. Excuse me. Now it's down to 44. It's 44 even. Let me change that. It's 44 even right now. I'm going to go ahead and change that. So there's 44 right now. I did see, let me see. Yeah, it's 44 right now. 44.5 to 44. That's what it is. And we're at -1.5. Now, some books have it down to 1 as well, but still 1.5. There's a client play for this game. Actually, I have 2 client plays for this game. There are 2 of them, 2 client plays. So we'll get to that. And first, we'll do the injury report for this game. Buffalo, Jordan Poyer is out. He's the safety for undisclosed reasons. Matt Prater, kicker. He is out for this game with a quad injury. Jordan Phillips, defensive tackle, out for this game with an ankle injury. Josh Allen's available to return to this game. He had some foot issues, but he's going to be playing today. And that's it for the Buffalo side. Now for the Philadelphia side, we got Nakobe Dean, linebacker, hamstring, out for this game. Jalen Carter, defensive tackle, is going to be playing in this game at Buffalo. And that's it. That's all for this game. So we're going to take you now to where the public and sharps are for this game. We'll take a look at that now. Public and sharps for this game. We got so we got the public all over Buffalo. It's a lot of actually, I take that back. It was Buffalo money first. Philadelphia money came in. Bit of resistance, but Buffalo money is back on afterwards. So I would say the public is, I'll say there's a bit of resistance. I'm going to say there's a bit of resistance on the side. Bit of resistance there. And a bit of resistance on the total, but it's predominantly under money. We saw 1 or 2 things come up that has Buffalo. Sorry, excuse me. I take that back. There are 1 or 2 things that came up regarding the over-under that is indicating the over, but it's predominantly under money in this game for the side. So it's a lot of under money. And here, like I said, the side, the total is under money. The side, 50-50, bit of resistance. That's my thoughts on that from what I'm seeing. Like I said, there's the recommended play, because I have a client play for both. I have the client play on the side and the total. Let's see what I can give you guys here. Let's see what I can give you guys. Let's see what I can give you guys here. I'll say Philadelphia in the first half. I know Philadelphia's not playing for anything, like I said. They're not playing for nothing because they already won last week to beat Washington, so they're already in the playoffs. However, Buffalo's run defense is not that great. It's horrible. They've been gashed and shredded by a lot of these top-tier, top-level running backs. And Saquon Barkley and company and Jalen Hurts, the way that Bills' run defense is, the run defense is really bad. And I think early and often, you're going to see Barkley and Jalen Hurts establish the run. And that's going to lead me to them at least covering and winning outright the first half. I would recommend that play. It's 1.5. I'd be on Philadelphia 1.5 in the first half. That's my recommended play for this game. That's all I have to say for this game. Like I said, you want the other plays for this game. I got 2. You want to go to sportsmobile.com, Abby Sports Picks for that. But we're going to go from that, and we're going to go to the player props, and we're going to look here at we'll look at the receiving core for receptions. So receptions here, we're going to look at Dallas Goedert over 3.5 receptions. He's a very good tight end, very reliable tight end. I like that. For Buffalo, I guess Khalil Shakur, you can say 4.5 receptions. That's not a bad one. Now the receiving yards in this game, we're going to look at Dallas Goedert, 33.5 receiving yards. He's capable. He's very capable in this game. He's probably going to be the X factor in the wild card. I won't see the X factor. He'll be the wild card in this game. I'll put it like that for yards and catches. And also look at Devonta Smith. Don't forget about him, over 46.5 receiving yards. I like that one a lot. I know everybody's going to go after A.J. Brown, but I'm not. Not going to trust him in this spot. I know Buffalo will be focusing their attention on him. So that's why I said Devonta Smith over 46.5 receiving yards. Dallas Goedert over 33.5 receiving yards. I take both of those. Those are the ones I like. Shakur, 42.5 receiving yards as well for Buffalo. Rushing props. Rushing. I will say Saquon over 18.5 rush attempts. I'm gonna go with that. I like that. They'll feed him the ball early and often. He's red hot. I'd go with him. Rushing yards, I'd say Josh Allen over 29.5 rushing yards. Like Saquon Barkley over 83.5 rushing yards as well. I like that play. That's another good one. I wouldn't talk out for Jalen Hurts 30.5 rushing yards. Those are good ones. I like those 3 there. I like those a lot. I'll take that. And that's pretty much it for this game. Nothing else to add to this game. Those are my favorite recommended plays. And next, we're going to go to Chicago and San Francisco. This one here, this is the Sunday night game. Chicago, San Francisco. Let's see. This one is opened up. It's 3.5. It opened up at 3.5. Actually, excuse me. San Francisco opened up at 2.5. 2.5. This one opened up there, and the total opened up at 50.5. It's now gone up by 2 points to 52.5, and the spread has gone up to 3.5 in this game. So we're seeing that right now across the board. Some books have gone down to 3, but mainly 3.5 across the board. We are going to look at the injury report for this game. No client play for this game at all. Chicago, we got Luther Burden III, wide receiver, will be available for this game for Chicago. Romeo Adunze is out Sunday with a foot injury. Amen Ogban Begmia has a foot injury. Linebacker, he is questionable to play in this game, 50-50. And that's it for this game. San Francisco, we have, let's see, George Kittle, tight end, questionable to play in this game. Ricky Pearsall, wide receiver, ankle is questionable to play in this game as well. Jordan Elliott, defensive lineman, knee is questionable to play in this game as well. Yetur Gross-Mantos, defensive lineman, hamstring, questionable to play in this game as well. And that's it for this game. Nothing else to add. That's it. So go to where the public and sharps are for this game. Public. It was Chicago money early coming in, but now we're getting San Francisco money coming in all of a sudden. So that one's a bit of resistance there. On the total, it's over money, and I agree. I like the over in this game. I look for a high-scoring affair. I would recommend that. That's what stood out to me in this game as well. Both teams are pretty much playing to the over. Chicago, they're 7-8. They're 7-8 to the under, but they're not far off from going over the total for overall games. So I like that. They're 49ers 9-5-1 to the over after 15 games. So both teams, like I said, they're playing to the over. So got to go with that. Just bear with me for 1 second, guys. Hold on one moment. I don't want to lose you guys. Hold on a moment. Bear with me for a moment, guys. Sorry, give me a moment. Give me 1 moment. We're almost done anyway. We have one more game to go. Just give me a moment, guys. Sorry about this. That's my recommended play for this game. I like the over. I agree with the public in this game. I look for, like I said, both teams are pretty much playing to the over. Like I said, both teams are playing to the over right now. And I would recommend the over in this game. Yep, I recommend the over. Bears. Yeah, I take the over in this game. I like the over. Bears on the road. They're 2-3 to the over last 5 games. But the Bears, I think the 49ers here, they will, in this particular game, I look for them. Let me see here. Hold on. They're at home, so I look for them to dictate the pace in this game. And once they dictate the pace to their style, I think Chicago's going to have to follow suit and play at their pace, play at their style, and play at their pace. So that's why I said I would take the over 52.5 in this game. I think that's how that's going to turn out Monday night. I like the over in this one. Yeah, I'd take the over. Yep, I'm on that. Now the last we have to do the player props. Excuse me. We'll get to the player props now. Let's get to that right now. Player props. Yes, let's get to that right now. Player props. Player props here. Brock Purdy over 1.5 TDs, like that one there. Caleb Williams over 1.5 TDs. I look for both quarterbacks to at least get 2 touchdowns. I like that there. Receiving props, I would say for the receiving yards. I'm sorry, receptions. We'll go with the receptions first. We'll take DJ Moore, 3.5 receptions. I will say Colston Loveland over 3.5 receptions. 49ers, they have nothing to report for the 49ers for receptions. Remember, I'm using the FanDuel app, so I'm not seeing any 49er players to give a recommendation for. Receiving yards. Let's get to that. I'll say DJ Moore over 46.5 receiving yards. That's it. I don't see anything else for receiving yards. McCaffrey's the only one. He's 42.5 receiving yards, but I'm not sure about that. But nothing else on the 49ers side for player props for the offense in terms of receiving yards and total receptions. I'm not seeing anything here. That's it. Rushing props. We'll look at the rush attempts. McCaffrey, of course, over 17.5 rush attempts. I like that one. Rushing yards. McCaffrey, I like 66.5 rushing yards. I like that a lot. And Chicago, I take DeAndre Swift over 59.5 rushing yards. He's a good one. That's pretty much it for this game. Nothing else to add. That's it. Nothing else. That's it for this game. So we've covered all the game. Actually, we have one more game. Excuse me. We have one more game. Sorry about that, guys. One more. We have got the Rams and the Atlanta. That's the next game we have. That's the last game. So this one here opened up for the Atlanta and the Rams. This opened up here. This one opened up at let's see here. -8, total 48.5. Total's gone up to 50. It opened up, it's gone up by a point and a half, so it's at 50 right now. We're seeing that right now. Spread has gone from -8. Still at -8. Still at -8. Yeah, it's still 8. Hasn't really moved that much. We are seeing some 7.5, but not much. It's mainly -8 right now across the board. That's pretty much it. Yep. So we're gonna take a look at the injury report for this game. Atlanta. Kadarel Hodge, wide receiver, out for the season. Nothing else to add to this. That's pretty much the injury report. We already know what's going on. That's pretty much it. Just that one player. L.A. Rams, we have. I'm sorry, Atlanta. Excuse me, Atlanta Falcons. No, did I say L.A.? What did I say? I said L.A. I keep mixing up these L.A. teams all the time. I don't know why I keep mixing them up. I said the Rams. I gave the Ram. I must have given some other team. I apologize. Sorry about that, guys. Wrong injury report list. So Rams, we have Devontae Adams out for this game with a hamstring injury. And we have Kevin Dotson, offensive lineman, out with an ankle injury. That's it. The Atlanta Falcons. I think we gave Atlanta. We gave Atlanta already. I gave the Atlanta side. So sorry about that. I gave you the Atlanta side. And we gave you the Rams side. So we gave you both. We'll take a look at where the public and sharps are for this game now. We'll see where that's at. Rams money coming in. Pretty much Rams money and the under in the Rams money for this affair. I don't have this is the Monday night game. Yeah, I don't have anything on this game as yet. Yeah, I don't have anything here to say. I got nothing here. Let's see something here. I don't have anything here. Let's see. The only thing I can say here, I would take the over. That's probably the best bet. The best bet's the over. I'd say the over in this game. That's probably the way to look at it. Since it's so high, you might as well grab the over. I would say that. Both teams are playing to the over right now. Atlanta 7-7-1 to the over under. Rams are 8-6-1 to the over. So yeah, I would look at the over in this game. Without a doubt, I'd take the over. Both teams are playing at both teams offensively are playing at a high level. The Rams have gone over the total in 4 straight games. They're red hot on the offensive side of the ball. They're really putting up points. So I would take that. Atlanta, meanwhile, they are 3-2 to the over. So yeah, I would look at the over in this game, no doubt about it. The over's got to be the play. That's what I would recommend. I might even make this a client play, but I have not decided as yet. If I do make it a client play, you guys got it first for the over 50 in this game, Atlanta and the Rams. That would be my play if I make it a client play. So that's it for this game. That's pretty much it. We've covered all the games. That's it. Nothing else to add to this. That's it. It's pretty much it. Yeah, it's pretty much it. We've covered all the games. Like I said, everything's covered. If you want the rest of my sports picks, go to sportsmemo.com, Abby Sports Picks. Go there. I have all the client plays for Sunday's games. If you want them there, take advantage of the client plays. Jump on board, get my plays there. Again, we got the Christmas holiday special, 25% off everything. So it's XMAS 25. That's the code XMAS 25. Pretty much 25% off everything that you see. So take advantage of that for the holidays. If you want to get my client plays, I got them available. Number one in college football last 3 days. Number one in the NFL last 3 days. So jump on board and take advantage of my client plays that are going on. Take advantage of all that. We got that going on here. Be a part of the action. Get involved, and let's make some money. Nothing else to add. Nothing else to say about this. That's it. Whether you fit or follow my client plays is up to you. I just look at the games, make my assessment, and make my pick, and go from there. Again, good luck to you guys. Let's have a productive and huge Sunday in the NFL. Let's cash some winners and have a productive day. And don't forget to go to oddslogic.com. We discussed that earlier. Oddslogic.com. I'll have that in the description below. Get involved with that. Nothing else to add or say. Good luck. Stay true to yourself. Stay blessed. Stay humble. Believe in yourself. Let's have a productive day. Again, sportsmomo.com. Abby Sports Picks will be in the description below. You'll get all my client plays there. If you want the client plays, so you can hit some more winners. So jump on board. Take advantage of the opportunity. Good luck. Peace them out. Take care. See ya.